Hi, I'm Merily, and this is Reality Report. Today, we're talking about mobility in smart digital reality. So, we can start off with a number that shows that mobile workers are taking over the world. According to Gartner, there are 2.7 billion frontline employees worldwide, and they outnumber desktop workers 2 to 1. 61% of them say that mobile devices make them more productive. So, today I'm here with Bert Verplancke to talk about the role of mobile devices in industrial facilities. Bert, maybe for a start, can you walk us through the classic use cases of mobile devices and then some of the new exciting ones that you see in the field today?
Yeah, thank you, Merily. So my name is Bert Verplancke, and I'm around about 35 years, employed in the company and around enterprise asset management. And what we've seen in the past years, actually, is that the old mobile solutions were more or less for stock taking, QR code scanning, and barcode scanning, and that's all what the technicians and the users were doing with mobile devices, and all the rest of the work, the daily maintenance and the planning and all kinds of activities were typically done on by the head on a piece of paper in a booklet, and that's how actually things were happening over the past decades.
Okay, so I'm curious, with such clear benefits in mind, what's still getting in the way of mobile adoption?
Yeah, and that's exactly the problem, because if you do everything on paper, actually, and then you have what we call this typical morning prayer, where people come together at 7 or 7:30 in the morning, have a cup of coffee, get a piece of paper printed with the work order, what they have to do. Then during the day, they're filling in all that paperwork. And, it's raining, or they have dirty fingers, sticky fingers. And then, the data is not so much readable as well. And at the end of the day, they have to put the data into a maintenance management system or whatever. So I would say that the quality of the data is not that well, and the problem is that people see then the systems, as difficult and not user friendly. And why should we do it? Because we know exactly what the system can do, and that's actually the challenge you have with, especially with older people, is that they are doing the job already for 20, 30, 40 years. And it's more or less the younger generation who does not want to work on paper, and they are working with mobile solutions like Snapchat and WhatsApp and email and Facebook and I don't know what, and they're always smiling, behind the mobile devices, and so that's the challenge we have today. Yeah.
So if I ask you one key argument to convince executives that they need to pay more attention to mobile devices, mobile apps in their maintenance, then what would it be?
Yeah, then it's primarily, for everybody using the system to understand that the main question today is typically, do we want to continue repairing that asset, or do we want to replace that asset? And if you want to answer that question, we call that asset performance management, then you need quality of data. And quality of data can only be achieved when you have, those mobile devices, and also smart sensoring, integrated with the system, that's exactly what's currently happening. In the past 10 years, there is this trend, we call that maintenance 4.0, where you have a shift from preventive maintenance into predictive maintenance, and typically the mobile devices, especially when they are designed as very user-friendly screens, and you can make a picture when there is a problem, and when the problem has been fixed, you make another picture. So what you see here is that the users are typically very interactive with the system the whole day, and that is dramatically improving the data, the quality of the data, and in the end, in the system, you have all the data where you want to have it, and you can make those managerial decisions. Do we want to replace, or do we want to repair?
All right. Thank you, Bert. And thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and we look forward to seeing you again for our next episode.